The enemy of truth is blind acceptance. Follow your own heart, your own truths. We often say life gets in the way, but not this time. Mikey here. This is a quick video as I literally talk through an article I recently uploaded to Medium, just as things were taking full effect here during lockdown in the UK. The article I wrote, it gives the reader an opportunity to reflect as everything comes to a halt. To consider your circumstances, to consider what's changed, and to consider what really matters. It also talks about human connection and understanding the self. So, without further ado, let's jump straight in. The time we have. A fitting opportunity to evaluate what's really important, the meaning of life. As the world comes to a halt, we ourselves have the opportunity to step back and reflect. Reflect on what, you may ask? Isn't this article about the meaning of life? It is, in a way, but this question is too huge to comprehend. You might agree, you might not. We may believe it's something our minds have considered at times, but many of us sit with this quandary into our old age. Why don't we, for the purposes of this article, switch things around a little bit and focus on the meaning in your life? In many ways, this adjustment offers the same question to you, but enables the present moment to be considered. Whilst it's not my place to provide you answers as our world faces mounting crisis, what I do hope to offer up are some meaningful questions that will make you think and consider answers for yourself. Let's start by looking at how you spent the past couple of weeks, or what you plan to do with the next few. Ask yourself, what's changed? What matters now? And what are your have-to-dos? You may notice that things have changed for you in the recent past, and that's okay. Whilst the world reevaluates its position, it's only natural that you start to consider yours. In fact, I'd encourage it. With people working from home, schools having closed down, large gatherings banned, we're all of a sudden out of flow with our day-to-day lives. The structures, rules, expectations, and plans we make and those which are imposed have all fallen away. No more Monday morning meetings, club nights, or dropping the kids at school. Rather, people are taking to the streets, well, not literally, and are making something of the present moment. We've seen organised sing-alongs from apartment balconies, locals fetching goods for older residents, families spending more time together, free online live fitness classes, and a load of hilarious content making everybody laugh about how ridiculous this whole situation really is. Unprecedented. Most importantly, however, is realizing that when we are truly present, mindful, and conscious, which unfortunately has only occurred because of risk, fear, and facing the unknown, we unite. We are strong. This is arguably the most powerful force in our world as people come together, spend quality time together, laugh out loud together, support and look out for one another. We often say life gets in the way, but not this time. Now you have the opportunity and space to realize what's really important to you. What's even more amazing is you likely didn't have to put much thought into it. You just knew where you needed to be, who you needed to spend time with, and what you needed to do. This is real living, what's truly important. When you do step back, I suppose it becomes clear that whilst our weeks, months, and years are our choice, elements are governed by other forces. Our jobs, costs, expectations, and comparisons. Many of us feel trapped or stuck in our ways, with no way out. What life will you choose to live? The one created for you, or the life you create for yourself? Whilst I'm sure we feel pressured financially by job insecurity and having enough money to pay the bills, there's never been a better opportunity to spend quality time with yourself, with family, and with friends. In fact, it's not the time we have that is of concern, but the time we give ourselves. All of a sudden, with social isolation taking full effect, we've never been more aware of or grateful for the people in our lives. Our mindfulness for others has skyrocketed, with the intention of keeping people close when they are far. So harness that mindful state of being and take the opportunity to be free of all the structure, all the monotony and mindless tasks of day-to-day living. Humanity is recalibrating and priorities are suddenly shifting. Take this as a blessing and remember that all power is from within and thus under our control. What do you really want to be doing? Your mind has no limits, so what will you dream up? You've now got the time. Arguably, you may need some time to readjust as you come to terms with your newfound lifestyle. Don't worry, you're certainly not alone. There are many things we do as humans that are hard to explain and just happen. In our developed society of today, everything must have a reason to be considered valid. Notice I didn't say in all circumstances. We still carry primal instincts from our ancestors into today's world that sometimes play to our favour, but can also work against us. Copying and comparing behaviours are examples that have cleared out our supermarkets and made people judge their lifestyles against glamorized social media accounts. Another common example being our fight or flight response, which can present itself moments before a car accident or when speaking up at a meeting in your workplace, you notice your heart rate increase. Additionally, all things considered real or truthful are no more than common beliefs shared by many. A great example of this is a cat and a dog side by side. It is because people are of the shared belief that one is a cat and the other is a dog that we agree on what is considered the truth. Whilst this example may seem simplistic and isolated, it can be scaled to fit anything within or outside of our world. However, the value of sharing that here is to remind you that just because most people believe something doesn't mean your truths have to line up 100%. The enemy of truth is blind acceptance. Follow your own heart, your own truths. Increase your focus on what you want to do, where you want to go, as your mind opens up. Where do you want to go? Take this time to tango with your passions, not twiddle your thumbs. Having talked around the topic of the meaning in your life, I'll now address it more directly. I apologize for beating around the bush. However, this was a necessary exercise to heighten the awareness of where we find ourselves right now. Hopefully it has started to become clear that the meaning of life is the meaning in your life. More specifically, that relates to the present moment, right now, today. It's the value of today that makes a difference, that makes people smile, that warms hearts, that comforts, that brightens futures, that saves lives. I do wonder what lies ahead for us as a nation, a people, a planet. It is times like these where we have the opportunity to reflect, but equally to look ahead at the future. What are you looking forward to? What did you take for granted? What can't you wait to do once more? As we come to terms with our new circumstances, have faith in the belief they are temporary. Equally, you may wish to satisfy any outstanding concerns with the thought that any lost time can rather be used constructively for the bright future ahead. Whilst we endure what is considered a widely unprecedented crisis, we can at the same time be grateful for how it brought us closer together and how it has gifted us more opportunity and more time. The opportunity to dream new dreams, to evaluate our lives, to make new choices, and to realize what's important the time we have. What will you do with yours? Well, that's it from me for now. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I've left a link down below to the original article on the Medium website, so check that out if you'd like. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, the weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.